Hey everybody, so welcome back. So wanted to make this video updating real quick. Remember my last video about China when I said that we would start hearing more about China? Well, it's starting. So why don't we go ahead and get into it? But before we do, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please hit subscribe. On this channel, we talk about the inconvenient truth happening worldwide and domestically and how it affects you. Okay. If you have subscribed or if you have not subscribed, please hit the like button, share the video. Y'all know what to do, and I thank you in advance. All right, let's just go ahead and get into it. So this weekend, all of a sudden, this is what I was hearing about China.
Paula, what we are witnessing right now, it's an extraordinary, historic moment in China. These protests are breaking out across the country, from here in the capital in Beijing to elite college campuses to other major metropolises and even far-flung cities. This is an unprecedented level of public dissent since Xi Jinping took power a decade ago. What we're seeing is people past their breaking point. It's years of pent-up anger. This is 3 years of draconian lockdowns that have cost people's lives, their livelihoods, but the trigger for this wave of protests was a deadly fire in Xinjiang that killed at least 10 people. Videos of the scene indicated that COVID restrictions prevented victims from getting help. But these protesters, not just angry about COVID lockdowns, they're also targeting their anger towards the supreme leader himself.
And so you heard that, right? So, okay, so what's going on? China has some pretty crazy COVID lockdown measures apparently still going on. Okay, their COVID lockdowns are crazy. All right. And I could imagine that is a lot for these people over there to deal with. But the fact that it is being reported by CNN is what's really striking me. Okay. Because I'm telling you, I don't know why I get this feeling, but well, I do know why. I'm telling you, I just know that we're going to continuously hear more about China. The problem is, though, what ends up happening is a strike of emotion for we need to help China. So you got Gordon C. Chang. It is time for President Biden and other leaders to warn Xi Jinping that they will impose severe consequences on China should he use force against the Chinese people. We have other people asking, are we going to help them? Asked why a White House statement on protests in China did include explicit calls to stop detaining or harming protesters and journalists, the NSC's John Kirby tells Keith, whoever that is, we're watching this closely. We continue to stand up and support the right of peaceful protest. Here's my thought on the whole situation. It is wrong to lock people up and just, put them through this kind of imprisonment over a germ. I don't know what it is about COVID in China, but they really, they go hard. It's just that it seems very, very convenient to me that when China's getting ready to host Iran, to discuss, of course, joining BRICS, because everybody's joining BRICS, the whole world is moving together, and we're over here still paying attention to something like this. While we're paying attention to these protests, and I get it, here's the part where why you should pay attention to it is never to let this happen here. But they are over there and they have to deal with their situation. I said we're going to start hearing more about China. And the fact is, right now in the world, a lot of places are connecting more with China and Russia. They just are, whether that's right or wrong, whatever. They just are. And so for me to see a bunch of conservatives almost asking for us to go to war with China, it's like we need the Biden regime to show China that, what we're made of or whatever. Like, made of what? Made of what? See, when we were America first, I could understand that. I might really could understand like what they were saying, but the fact is, like, we still rely on China for everything, for literally everything down to antibiotics. So what are we going to say exactly? We have a weak regime. We have a weak presidency. They're not, we're not toughening up anything. We're so focused. We're so hyper focused on Ukraine and sending all of our ammunition, all of our money, everything over to Ukraine, that other things are happening around us and we are weakening by the second. Okay. So I just wanted to come and just update y'all with that, of course, China is back in the news with the protesters. Listen, my heart goes out to these protesters. I'm really not shocked, though, because like this has actually been going on for a while. But for me to see, again, CNN to talk about it, it's like, okay, so now we're going to start with the rhetoric and we got to work with, people's emotions. And then that's how it works with the babies in incubators or the weapons of mass destruction. So I guess this is almost kind of the same thing. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not saying we're going into World War III tomorrow, but I'm saying I look at things differently. So anyway, guys, again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye.